Hello, everybody! How are we doing today? Hopefully pretty good. Oh my goodness! It's been a while since I did just a little bit of a more chill, just chatting one. I need this today. Today has been a little bit of a crazy gong show for me, but I'm here. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Hi. Hello, Unknown. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Nate. Hi, Moxie. Everyone say thank you, Moxie, for the thumbnail. And I'm also using his playlist again today. Diamond. Hello. Hello, Kit Kat. Hello, JJ and Schmoopy and Santiago. But hi, everyone. How are we doing? Hey, War and Peach. War and Peach. Who's War? It's just me today, but that's okay. We'll have fun doing a solo stream today. I wanted to take some random internet quizzes. So what I decided is that oh my gosh, Shay, hello as well. Hi. So what I decided today is that we are gonna take some random internet quizzes, you know? I feel like that could be very fun. So I have a couple lined up here. The first one that we're gonna do is sexual deviance test, because I feel like we need to start it off a little bit strong, a little bit funny, you know? And then I have other ones which are kind of like, oh, how good of a husband would you be? How good of a wife would you be? What Greek god are you? I have one that's like, what Family Guy character you are, that I could take, or cats or dogs, just kind of like, you know, ones that are like, oh, what XYZ are you? Because I don't know, I just feel like taking some random ass quizzes today. Sue me, I guess. But yeah, I think that it will be very fun, and you'll get to know me a little bit better in some unconventional ways, right? You took a Greek god quiz and you somehow got Aphrodite. That is amazing. Yo, that would be like goals, honestly. She's so, don't even get me started. She's such a queen. You really need to know how good of a husband I am. Exactly. Yeah, you guys really, you do need to know how good of a husband I am. I know this is very important and integral information. VTuber quiz? I don't know. I could always look up, you know, quizzes as well. Like if we don't have, like, these are just the ones that I have preloaded, right? But we could definitely do different ones as well. I would just have to like search them up, pull them up, and then I could put them on the screen. But yeah, I wonder, actually, I'm curious if this website that I have all the quizzes on has any VTuber quizzes. No. But let me see. This test will give you a personality style. I could take the autism spectrum test. That one might be fun. I could do, there's a lot of different ones that I could take. Do it? Take the, you want me to take the autism test? Oh gosh. These ones, there's a lot of different tests I could take here. Obviously, I'm not gonna do anything like too outlandishly or like political or something. I know, I have to do this one as well. My Little Pony test, to find out which My Little Pony character I am. Yes, please. Yes, please. Is there a horny test? There might be like a sex one that I could take. I have a lot preloaded here. Let me just copy these links and get them all. The main 6, you're a rarity. I'm rarity? What? Why am I rarity? Is it because I'm a queen? Because she is kind of a queen, honestly. That's true. That's true. All right. I got some preloaded here, but we can always look at more later. We'll may as well do the ones I have on the roster here so far. There's always horny quizzes. Yes, there is horny quizzes. The one that we're gonna take first is going to be very horny because it's not on the website of the other one. I just know of this test, and I'm very curious to see my sexual deviancy, you know, what percentage I am of each one, you know? So let me switch over to that here. Is it the rice purity test? No, I've already taken that. I already took that on stream before. But it is the sex values test, as they call it. So yeah, pretty fun here. Click here to start. All right. Yeah, this one might be a little bit funky. You remember this test? Yeah, I think I've like taken it like I've definitely taken this test before. I just want to do it on stream. So yeah, yay for horny. Yes, exactly. I'm not a brony, I'm a Pegasister. Exactly. I'm a Pegasister. I have been for a very long time. I used to have, when I was growing up, the actual OG My Little Pony dolls before the like main 6 like revamp of My Little Pony came out. And actually, fun fact about me, when season 1 came out for like the main 6 My Little Pony that everyone knows now, I was an avid hater of them because I thought the ponies looked so fucking weird, and I hated them because I had the OG My Little Pony toys, and I was like a purist because there was like My Little Pony games, and there was like another show of My Little Pony prior to the main 6 show, and I was such a purist. I was like, hey, no, I don't like change at all. I really hate change, and I don't like it when my favorite things change, and blah, 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 they ruined it. Blah, blah, blah. And then one of my friends, he was a giga brony. By the way, we were like 10, but and he was like, no, Peachy, you gotta try, give it a try, give season 1 a try. So like once season 2, I think, was about to start, I watched season 1, and then I was like, oh yo, this shit is gas, and so I changed my opinion on that pretty quickly, and now I like it a lot more than the original one. You're surprised that My Little Pony fans still exist on the internet? You thought they went extinct? No, I'm still here. Actually, My Little Pony is one of the reasons why I like my favorites, one of my favorite artists. They're not my favorite artists, but they're like one of my favorite artists that I listen to all the time, The Living Tombstone, because they used to do remixes of like My Little Pony songs. Like one of my favorite ones was called The Gypsy Bard. They did like a remake of that, or they did Pinky's Brew. I think the Pinky's Brew one was the more popular one, but The Living Tombstone did a remix of that that song, and then they also did Discord as well. Yes, Discord. Exactly. What sold me on the show was the old 2-snack animations. Care for some cupcakes? Oh my god. The fucking My Little Pony creepypastas. It goes so deep, right? And yeah, everyone knows the song Discord, but they don't know that The Living Tombstone did My Little Pony remixes before Discord. And half the people that like The Living Tombstone now don't even know that Discord is a My Little Pony song, and it upsets me so deeply because I was there first, and I'm not gatekeeping. Their new songs are bangers as well, but you just know the history, you know? Respect the OGs. I'm just saying. But yeah, holy shit. I don't know if I should say this. Some of my first introductions to porn was My Little Pony Clop, but it wasn't on my own volition. It was just, I was really into it, and so I went to very deep corners of the internet, and then I was unfortunately exposed to a lot of things at the ripe old age of like 11, 12, when I was looking on DeviantArt and yeah, Tumblr and you know, I was reading My Little Pony fan fictions, and there used to be like YouTubers that would read out My Little Pony fan fictions, like, you know, like audiobooks basically. And then I clicked on some of them, and they were Clop. So one of my favorite My Little Pony fanfictions actually has Clop in it, but it's really good. It's really good. Trust me, bro. Dante, get out of here. I'm sorry. Don't shoot me. I'm sorry. I remember My Little Pony Tumblr asked me anything that is were popular back then. Yeah. Content slop, more like content clop. No, content cop, more like content clop. Anyways, what is clop? Basically just My Little Pony porn. It would just be like, it's like another name. You know how like Yif is the furry name for like yiffing is like sex or something like that for furries. My Little Pony people are special. They just made their own name for it. Instead of smut, it's called clop. I don't know, man. Don't ask me. I was too young to be seeing this shit. I was literally like 11. My bad. Anyways, let's take this. Oh my goodness. My Little Pony, Jesus Christ, Nate. Okay, so this is the sexual deviancy quiz. You'll be presented with a series of statements. For each one, click the button with your opinion on it. Okay. What the fuck did I join into? Average peachy stream, to be honest. We're gonna do some other random funny quizzes later that are like more normal, like how good of a husband would I be, or you know, like what My Little Pony character am I, or you know, like an autism test. But you know, it's okay. This is oh, this is yo, I can imagine myself in a sexual scenario with a woman. Strongly agree, thank you very much. I find myself attracted to muscular bodies. Yeah. I do like twinks, but I also do muscle's not bad. Agree. I could say chastity is my virtue. No, absolutely not. I like the idea of having power over someone. Yes! Not all the time, but I do like the idea. Agree. Where's the answer that says don't have to imagine? Yeah, literally. Spider, welcome in! Kenton in, but just wanted to pop in and say hi-bye to everyone and have a great stream. Aw, thank you so much, Spider. I hope you have a great rest of your night as well. Thanks for popping in. Oh, Ellen Ego, hello! How are you doing? Hi. Someone says muscles. Hi, Baki. Yeah, you were summoned, huh? Yeah, they're asking if I like muscular bodies, and I said yes, I agree. But I also do like I do like twinks. So I just put agree because I do like them, but it's not like it's not needed, you know. It's fine. I am okay with the idea of hookups or one-night stands. Am I okay with the idea? Yeah. Do I do it very often? No. Not anymore. but yeah, sure. I'm okay with it, agree. I find most fetishes disgusting. Most? No. There are some that I'm like, why? I'm not kink shaming, it's just not my cup of tea, so I guess I'll say disagree. I would have relations with women strongly. Yep, I would. I have. Sex is more about the pleasure than the intimacy. No, it could be both. You know, it's not more or less. I think it's about equal. I think they're both equally important. Maybe neutral? Maybe neutral? You love having a twink body. Yeah. Very valid unknown. Peachy is into hot butter on pancakes slowly being poured over maple syrup. Don't do this to me when I'm hungry, Elenigo. Fuck you. I literally got home from work and I had like no time. I was like, oh shit, I'm not streaming with Moxie. I gotta fucking set up a stream. So God bless Moxie for setting up a thumbnail and things like that. And then I was just like, we're taking internet quizzes today. Because I was in a we were supposed to do the BDSM test or continue the one that I had, but I was in a very quizzy mood. So this is why we're taking other quizzes. I would have relationships with men. Yeah. I wouldn't be comfortable with getting dominated. I wouldn't be comfortable? I would be comfortable. So, I guess strongly disagree. I would enjoy degrading or getting degraded. Yeah. I belong to sub-communities associated with deviances. Okay, this question perplexes me. I belong to sub-communities. Do they mean official, official community, like in my local community, I am a part of a, like, organized thing? Or does it just mean that, like, you're into some sort of niche sub-B thing? Question mark? Like niche deviant community. Yeah, like, you know, like pet play or something like that. You know what I mean? Like if someone were to call me a good kitty, right? Like that to me is like a specific type of subservient role, but it's non-traditional. Would that count? Would that? Your community, the YouTube chat. Canadians sure love maple syrup. I love maple syrup, but only if it's real maple syrup. I don't like the corn syrup shit. It's like too sickly fake sweet. It doesn't taste mapley enough. Sub-community. Okay, maybe I just put agree then, because like I'm not a part of an official community. I'm just like, I'm interested in niche community sub things. I socialize with other deviants. I'll just put agree, I guess. Sex should be a romantic topic. It can be. It's not always. You can separate them, or they can be intermingled. I guess neutral? I mean, okay. Yes. Most months. Lately, I've been slacking because I've been actually so busy that I haven't had time to jerk off. But if I'm able to, I will. So, strongly agree, I think. I watch pornography. No, I love sex. I would enjoy someone having control over me. Yeah, I would enjoy that, you know. The things I do to Peachy equal the things you do to fried chicken? Elaborate? What does that mean? Like, eat me? Sauce me up? Question mark? I have frowned upon kinks and fetishes. It depends on who you're talking to. Because everyone's threshold is different. I wouldn't say I have anything that's like so terrible. I don't think, but perhaps, you know, I'll put agree, I guess. There's some people in the world that are. Wait, El Inigo, the things you do to fried chicken. Would you eat me to the bone? Is that what you mean? And then dump my remains in the trash? Is that what you mean, man? But yeah, idle hands and all that. It's so sad, Diamond. It's so sad. You don't even know. Cover me in flour? You want to powder me up? Don't put me in the deep fryer, please. I might be too boring for some people in the bedroom. No, I'm not boring at all. Hey, don't get me wrong, vanilla sex is great. Sometimes you just need to have very lovey, vanilla-y sex with the right person, right? You know, if you're in that kind of relationship. But boring? No. I do not consider myself vanilla. No, not at all. Yeah, wow, I can think of that right now. I'm imagining getting fucking dicked down in my head. Well, I'm dreaming about it right now, aren't I? But yes, definitely. I would. Yep, I would. Yep. Yes. Of course, who does not like soft skin and girly clothes and oh, I love women so much. No. I'm lewd to you guys plenty, aren't I? So I think that the answer on this one is pretty clear. I don't need to be in a relationship specifically for this. The penis only makes it better. I like dick. I do. Yup, very much so. Yes, but just get me to the results. But I did complete this in a serious manner. Okay. Cannibal, Hannibal, eatable. Interesting. Hey, Jolyn. Hi, welcome in. Vanilla sex, yum. I mean, it can be nice. Not all sex had vanilla in it. You really like eating while sex, huh? Hypersexual, okay, fuck me. I'm apparently more submissive than I am dominant. And wow, who would have guessed I'm fucking bisexual? That's so crazy. Who would have guessed, huh? And then I'm hypersexual. I don't know what the difference between these two are. Deviance, accent. I'm obviously deviant. I want to see like the breakdown of it. Can I see like what is? Oh, okay. Here we go. This is the breakdown. There are 5 axes. Each 2 opposing values assigned to them. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, these ones. Obvious. Have. Okay, I see. Only sexual on people they have feelings or other affections to. Oh, okay. Tend to be more open about their sexuality and don't see it as exclusive. Okay, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. You know, I don't need to be in an explicit relationship with somebody for it to be, or like I don't need to have, you know, I'm not like what would be the word? Like demisexual, I guess I think is the sexuality where it's like you're only really attracted to people that you're like in a relationship with or something like that, I think. We found it the perfect bisexual. Yeah. The sad thing is that, you know, I'm kind of a pathetic bisexual because, like, women scare me so bad because they're so hot and I love them so much, but I'm, like, kind of pathetic because it's so much easier to just, you know, to date men or stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because, like, there's a higher percentage of men that want to date women rather than wolowo. And, you know, I get shy. Women make me nervous, and every time I've gone to like a gay bar and things like that, and I've got hit on by women, I'm like, you know, like getting hit on by men is just like, well, I'm used to this. This is normal. I get this. Like, I know what to do socially in these situations. But then when I'm hit on by women, I'm like, I forget how to speak. Oh my god. Relatable, except for the dating men part. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's the sexual deviance quiz. 100% hypersexual is beautiful. I mean, yeah. What can I say? I'm just a gooner. I love being a gooner. Tis my brand. I'm a bicycle. Because I'm bisexual? Or because everyone wants to ride me? So I think maybe both are true. Goon Lagoon. Alright, guys. How good of a husband am I gonna be? This is a very important quiz. So you like to fuck. Yep, and I like to fuck pretty hard. Hardcore. Anyways, let's see how good of a husband I would be based on very traditional values, eh? Let's look at this. I would be a pretty good husband. Yeah. I want to rate myself. I'm a steady worker and a good provider. Yes. If I'm thinking about in a like when I was in relationships and stuff like that, I would honestly kind of be the one doing most of everything. So yeah, steady worker. I mean, I work really hard, like in things that I can do. It's honestly a bit of my downfall because I like to 100% or 0% because I feel like sometimes if I'm not able to give 100% towards something, then my brain's like, well then, what's the fucking point, Peachy? Why would you even do it if you can't give it 100%? So I have to work on that. I have to be like, okay, it's okay sometimes to only be able to give, you know, 50%. 50% is still better than 0, but maybe here, I guess, would be a good one. 100% playthrough of 9 to 5. Fuck no. Husband Peachy when we make the most dog shit dinner after her long 9 to 5. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking beat you up. Get over here. Where's the frying pan? Let me hit you over the head with it. Bang, 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 bang. Snores. I have been told that I do snore sometimes, but it's a lot better. I used to snore a lot more growing up, but that's because my like left nostril, or no, my right nostril basically completely fucking collapsed for some reason and my septum was so badly deviated that I literally had like 20% airflow through my nose. I used to think I had really bad asthma because I couldn't breathe, but no, it just meant I couldn't breathe properly through my nose. So anytime my nose gets congested now, I will sometimes maybe still snore just a little teensy bit. But on most normal nights, I don't snore if my nose is clear and I am able to get the air through, because I did have surgery internally on my nose. No, I didn't get a nose job, guys. It was just an internal, it's called a septoplasty. So they undeviated my nose inside, so there was no like cosmetic change. It just, I can just fucking breathe. Not that plastic surgery is a bad thing, but I just felt like I would clarify that. And by the way, that was one of the most fucking painful experiences of my life. You know, you don't know real pain until you have surgery on your nose, because that's such a tender area and it hurts so bad for so long. But yeah, I guess maybe in the middle, because I sometimes, but not always anymore. I would consult his wife's opinion on business and social affairs. I mean, I like to make decisions for myself. So maybe there. You had a wound in your nose cauterized once. It sucked. Yeah. I like, when I had my septoplasty, they put these like 2 little like tube thingies up my nose to keep it like stable, like stabilize my internal septum, and it was really hard to breathe through it, so I like barely couldn't because it got all goopy and fucking snotty and bloody and whatever. But it was basically like drainage tubes in my nose, and yeah, that was like so painful. And the worst thing was they did my surgery on like the Friday before a long weekend or something like that, because there was a cancellation. And so they kind of just called me on Thursday and they're like, hey, we got a cancellation. We can do your surgery tomorrow if you want, instead of having to wait another year. And I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it. Let's do that. Because, you know, Canada, although our healthcare is free and I didn't have to pay for this surgery because it was medically necessary, the waiting list, I literally had to wait like 4 years for this, from like initial kind of my doctor going, hey, your nose is really fucked up, to me actually getting the surgery. I would have had to wait 4 years, but instead I only had to wait like 2.5 kind of thing. A lot of that was just like waiting for the referral for me to see the doctor, and then once I saw the surgeon, I mean, then I had to wait for the like actual surgery date, and that was what they called me for cancellation for. But they did it before a long weekend, right? And because they did it before a long weekend, they did not give me enough painkillers. They fucked it up at the pharmacy, and so I ran out of painkillers on the second day because they gave me the like the trial dose or something like that, instead of like the actual full dose of, like, it was supposed to be like 5 days or something like that. But I didn't know. I was all groggy and whatever, and then it was like my mom picked up the painkillers for me, and so I just had it. But then my mom also went out of town the next day, so I was literally at home by myself recovering after this surgery. And then I was like calling my dad being like, Dad, I think I'm out of painkillers and I know I didn't take too many, so I don't know what to do. And it was all like fucking closed and everything like that, and it was so awful. So I had to go like a day and a half because they were closed on the Monday too, without painkillers, and I was so mad. So what my dad actually did was, from an old surgery he had, like couple painkillers left, even though it was a way higher dose than what I was prescribed. I just took half of those. Take your medication as prescribed. Unless you're in excruciating pain, then maybe you can have a little bit of leeway. But yeah, it was definitely worth the wait. I am in a better state. And hello, Holly Heartlight. Hope you're doing well. So happy to see you back in here. We're just yapping about my surgeries that I've had, because it was asking me if I snore, and I used to, but then I had surgery, so I don't really anymore unless my nose is congested. But yeah, yeesh, being alone in recovery is awful. Yep. It's pretty fucking bad. It was really fucking bad, and like this was one of the most intensive surgeries I've ever had, that I remember. The other ones I had, I was like fucking 2 or something like that, but I don't remember those ones, so that's fine. This was like my first major adult surgery, and I was like, this is awesome. The only surgery I've ever had is my wisdom teeth. Yeah, I had a surgery on my wisdom teeth too to get them removed, but honestly, that was not as bad as this one, because I was able to go over and stay at my mom's when I had my wisdom tooth surgery, so I was not alone, and she was very helpful and cared for me, and I luckily didn't get like the dry rot or anything like that, so my recovery was very smooth, except for the fact that I got an infection and then they had to open it up and then flush it back out. But you know, they gave me proper painkillers this time, so I didn't really feel anything, and I was basically just high off of painkillers playing Animal Crossing for like a week and a half, so I can't really complain. But yeah, I like to make my own decisions. I'll consult them. It's not like a never thing. I have final say on my own autonomy stuff. Give his wife ample allowance or turn his paycheck over to her. Okay, well, in my books, it'd be 50-50. But I would, like, definitely, if I was making more, I would cover more, you know? It doesn't have to be 50-50. It'd be based on, like, our incomes, but so maybe equal, I guess. The husband brings guests home for meals without warning his wife. Fuck no. Hell no. You got dry socket? Yeah, not dry rot. Oh my god, why did I say dry rot? Dry socket, that's what I was looking for. In defense, it was not your fault. That really sucks. I'm so glad I didn't get that. I just got a really bad infection, but you know, antibiotics cleared that right up after they cut it open again and then flushed it out. But shared bank account? Well, I think when you're married, full disclosure, I've never been married in my life before, and I'm not currently engaged or anything of the remote, so I've never really had to think about this at all. But, you know, for a shared bank account, I think it would make the most sense, wouldn't it, to, like, you know, if you have, like, a house or like, bills or whatever, that you would, like, I'm pretty sure how I've heard it be done is that you have a shared bank account that you put money into to cover your expenses, but then like you each have your own like separate ones, like that you also you have your own money. I would not want to share my money with someone else like all the time. I still want to have independence, but you know, I guess if I were to have like a house or something, it would make sense to share the expenses and or just like, you know, deposit your X amount of your paycheck into the shared account to cover bills and shit. Like that makes sense. But dry rotting is only a tease. No. And yeah, you thought I was a widow? Yeah, sure you did, buddy. Sure you did. Fun fact, did you know that some antidepressants have a class D drug interaction with ibuprofen, which is what I was given for my wisdom tooth recovery? No! I don't know what class D exactly interaction is, but I'm just any sort of drug interaction is usually not a good thing. But I would not do this. I wouldn't want to do this, like, even if, like, my fucking roommate, you know? If I had a roommate, I've luckily never had to live with a roommate. But if I was, like, having a roommate even, just anyone I was, like, living with, I would not just want to bring people over without telling them. Like, what the fuck? Just like, I wouldn't want someone bringing someone over without telling me either. That would piss me off, because I would need to be able to prepare myself socially. Leave dresser drawers open. If I'm in a rush, sometimes to get out of the house, I will leave my place a little bit of, like, it looks like a whirlwind from my bedroom to my living room to my bathroom. But I'm not gonna leave shit out or open all the time. It's just like if I'm in a rush. And then as soon as I get home, the first thing I do is I tidy up because now I have the time to do so and I'm not in a rush. So I guess there. Publicly places his bachelor days and regrets having married. If I ever get married, I would never be doing it reluctantly. What the fuck? What the fuck? In this case, it kind of acted as a blood thinner and made you bleed more, higher risk of internal bleeding. What the fuck? That's fucked up, Holly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that makes sense why you got dry socket then, because you're, like, bleeding consistently. Holy shit. That sounds terrible. I am polite and mannerly even when alone with my wife. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not, like, the most well-mannered person at all times. I can be a bit crass because I find it funny, but it's not like I'm a bitch or I'd be rude or, like, you know, in private, I'm just all of a sudden, like, gonna not treat my partner the same as out in public. Like, what the fuck? That sounds terrible. So, polite and mannerly, you know, I'm not, like, super graceful or anything like that, but I'm gonna treat them nice. I'm gonna treat them good. But, you know, if they were marrying me, they would know my personality, and I'm not gonna change, you know, how I am. But, yeah, of course. Leave his shoes in the... No. Why the fuck are your shoes in the living room? You take those off at the door. Hello? What the fuck? Moral of the story, don't take ibuprofen if you're on SSI or RIs, Tylenol only. That's good to know. I will not offer Advil to my friends on SSRIs. Doesn't call when late for dinner. If I'm gonna be late, I'm letting them know. Am I often late for things, like to my friends and shit like that? Yes. But I always tell them. So I would, if I was late for a dinner, I would tell them. The American urge to use your shoes all around the fucking carpet. I hate that. Yeah, I don't understand that. Why the fuck are you wearing your shoes inside? Like, ew. Like, it's dirty out there. What if it fucking snowed? Are you wearing your snowy ass boots around the house? No. If you're gonna wear shoes inside, make sure they're slippers. Like, inside slippers. Intended to not be worn outside. You are only wearing that inside. Those are your inside slippers. Those are only acceptable inside shoes. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Why are you wearing your dirty ass outside shoes inside? Sorry, Americans. I don't understand that part. If I don't have to have shoes on, I take them off immediately. Yeah, like, what the hell? Why would you want to ever wear shoes inside? It's not hard to leave them at the door. Exactly! Man, the ground is dirty already? Well, not in my house! Not in my house! I mean, sure, my floors could use a vacuum, but they're not, like, outside dirty, you know what I mean? They're just, like, dust, or, like, maybe slight food crumbs perhaps in the kitchen or something or like that or whatever. Or maybe by my couch there might be a couple crumbs on my carpet that I need to vacuum up. But it's like, or like my hair, if I shed my hair or something that I don't realize. Maybe like, I guess, dead skin cells that float in the air constantly. But I'm not bringing fucking mud and dirt and like the sidewalk gum into my house. Like, I would not want that. Cause like I like sitting on the floor. I like floor time. I don't want my, if I drop something on the floor, I don't want it to be like disgusting now that I just dropped it on there and I feel like I have to sanitize it. No. You're in America and literally all your friends require shoes off in their house. That's not a very common sentiment. That is not a very common sentiment. Not all Americans. Floor time, what is that like? You know, you just lay on the floor for a little bit to decompress, you know? It's like, it's cozy. The carpet is nice. It's good texture. That sounds so fucking autistic. Oh my god. Speaking of, we have an autism test coming up here. But, yep. Cat litter dirty. Yeah, that's why if you have a cat, you need to make sure that the cat litter is like kept in the fucking, you know, like there's like specific room for it or whatever. But I don't have any pets currently, so my floors and my stuff are pretty clean otherwise. I was visiting her mom, but she'll be heading home soon and joining stream. Oh, yay! I'm so happy I'll get to see her. Tism quiz next, please. Don't you wanna know how good of a wife I am next? And then we'll take the Tism quiz. Has a date with his wife at least once per week? Yeah, I would love to go on a date once a week. I mean, in relationships, sometimes you're busy though, so you can't always. But like, I would want to. So yeah. Yes. Because I don't remember them in my head because I'm fucking stupid sometimes. But I love my calendar. I love my calendar. I write all my friends' birthdays in there. I write like anniversaries or like important dates for the people in my life in there. I always mark those shit off. And because I feel like, you know, not everyone places a high importance on it, but I feel like it is important to try, you know, at least try and show that you remember it, you know, like I'm not gonna get offended if someone doesn't wish me a happy birthday, you know, because they like forgot or I'm not like a super close friend to them. But like all my close friends, I would think that they would wish me a happy birthday, or like, you know, I'm gonna wish all my close friends happy birthdays and stuff like that because it's their special day and I want them to like feel appreciated and like I remember things about their lives and I remember. But I'm not gonna remember it in my head, so I write it down. I need to know if Peachy would be a good wife. It's important to my culture. Remember, these are based off of very stereotypical gender roles, so you know, not the most conducive to like a more modern society. But this is very stereotypical. Would you be a good husband or wife kind of thing? Compliments his wife on her. Yeah, I would compliment those things. Fuck no. What the hell? Why would you marry someone that you're gonna just openly criticize? That makes no sense. Leo the Gray Lion. Hello, Leo. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. So happy to see you. You're back. Welcome back. I feel like 1950 similar. Yeah, literally. Like, what are we talking about here? This is so fucking funny. Watch PG become the best husbando. Reads the newspaper at the table. Yeah, this is literally the 1950s. What the fuck are we talking about here? Reads the newspaper at the table. No. I'm not reading a newspaper, thank you. Fails to come to the table promptly when the meal is ready. No, if food is ready, we're eating. We're eating, and we're gonna eat. But to be fair, I'm not really eating at my kitchen table. Like if I'm with my friend and we make food and then the food's ready, we're eating at my couch because we're gonna be watching TV. Because I'm a fucking iPad kid that needs my little screen time, you know. I need something to watch, otherwise I can't enjoy the food. Unless you're at a restaurant, you know, then the atmosphere and you're talking or whatever, you know. But I don't like watching shit. Husband should be cooking. True. True. The Goon newspaper. Criticizes in public, aka I love you, my dear wife, but your walking style leaves much to be desired. I cannot recommend. That's kind of fucked up. Guess what? My account got deleted. Oh my gosh, no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Glad you're back though. So happy you found your way back to me. Compares wife unfavorably with his mother or with other wives. What the fuck? Yo, my mom made this better than you make this. You'll never compare to my mother because I am an incestual relationship with my mom and I love her more than I'll ever love you. What the fuck? No. Leaves the car for his wife on days she may need it. Well, if there's... Again, this is very theoretical. If I was dating somebody and we only have one car, yeah, they can have the car on the days they might need it. Duh. The fuck? Just like I would take the car on days that I would need it. Again, I've never been in this fucking situation, but sure, man. Is a good conversationalist. I like to think so. Is courteous to his wife's friends. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna be nice to the friends of my partner or something like that. If I'm dating someone, I want to be friends with their friends, or at least, like, nice to them. Of course. Of course! If you're in a monogamous relationship and you're blatantly doing this, even if you're in an open relationship or even a poly relationship, I feel like it would be very rare for, even in those types of relationships, for someone to be okay with you doing this in front of them. Like, what? No! What the fuck? I might stare at a good-looking person in public if I was with, like, a partner of mine. I know I've done that before in the past, is like, you know, I'll see someone, like, super attractive or a super attractive girl, and I'll kind of, like, I've nudged the person I was dating at the time and be like, holy shit, that person's hot as fuck. And then they go, wow, yeah, that person's hot as fuck. And then we both fist bump and then go about our day. But I'm not doing this, like, unpromptedly. Like, what the fuck? No. Hold on, babe, gotta shoot my shot. No. What the hell? You never understood the woman cook stereotype since every man in my family is the one that cooks LMAO. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know where that came from. Helps his wife with the dishes, caring for... Are we literally in the 1950s? Yes, we're gonna share the chores. Jesus Christ. Not just the dishes, I'm gonna be cooking too. Holy shit. Allowed? What, can she not fucking read? Are we so far in the past that she's illiterate? What are we talking about here? I guess. If they want me to read to them, I'll read to them. What the fuck? What the heck? Oh, man. What the heck? Yeah, let's finish. I'm a very superior husband, guys. I'm a very superior husband. Let's fucking go. I'm a goated husband. Let's go. It's always women belong in the kitchen until they decide to become a professional chef. No, actually true. That's so true. Not even a B- husband? No. No, I'm a very superior husband, apparently. A C+ being superior husband is crazy? What do you mean? C+? Is that what 76.6% is? I think every schooling, I think even in Canada, the schooling system is different because I think in like, it's also the different, like, what am I trying to say? Designations. Like, I know sciences have a more strict grading rule, but I know that in like social sciences or like English or like languages and stuff like that, a 90 to 100 is A. Well, in my classes, an 84.99% is the B+, so 85% and above is an A in some of my classes. So 85% to 90% is an A-, 90 to 95 is A, and then 95 to 100 is A+, so yeah. I know that one for sure, because I'm a very, very confident A- student in my schooling. Okay, what's the next one? Let's do the wife one. Am I a good wife? Let's find out. I want to rate myself. Fails to set buttons. What the fuck does this mean? Hello? Fails to set on buttons or darn socks regularly. What the fuck does that mean? Like, am I stroking out? What? 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 Also, yes, this is based on a 1929 scale. So, yeah. This is if I would be a good wife or husband in 1929. I literally don't understand what this means. Sewing. I guess I'll just do this because I organize my socks and I do sew my own clothes to alter them to fit me better. So I get, sure, man. Sure, man. I don't like kids. I don't want kids. I'm good. Thank you. Can carry an interesting conversation. I'd like to think so. Wears soiled or ragged dresses or aprons around the house. Dude. Do I wear dirty clothes? Like, no. You know. I mean, I'm not washing my clothes every single time after I wear them because sometimes I'm not like sweating in them and I don't get them dirty, so I can wear a pair of pants twice before I wash them. And it's not good to like wash your bra every single time because it like wears it out really fast, but they're not dirty, so they're not soiled, you know? I'm not wearing cum-stained fucking underwear. Like, I'm good, you know? So I guess no. Can play a musical instrument, e.g. piano, violin, etc. Okay, well, they didn't specify how well, okay? I can play the guitar really shittily. I can play the piano actually better than I can play the guitar. And I can play the clarinet pretty damn good, although I haven't picked that up in maybe 5, 6 years, actually, now that I think about it. But I was a damn good jazz clarinet back in my band kid days, okay? So, sure, let's do this. Peachy can rap, does that count? Sure. The skin flute. No, I do not play wind instrument. I do, or the flute. You wear your clothes for a week brings out the flavor. You eat your clothes? What? Yeah, I'm very jolly and gay. She doesn't know what the skin flute is. No one tell her. Is that an innuendo for dick? Is that a dick innuendo? Because if it is, I do play on that, and I would say I am a pro, so thank you. Is suspicious and jealous. Not if you don't give me any reason to be. Like, off the bat, no. But like, if you're like being sus, or you do things that would make me break my trust in you, then obviously. She will never tell, and then Baki immediately goes, yes. And yeah, Diamond cum stain, you heard me correctly. Okay, appointments? Appointments, no, not often. Appointments, I try to be really on time for those, but I still sometimes am late. But I am definitely notoriously, like, late on things. Oops. I am always cold. I would totally do this because I find it funny. But I would want to be with someone, right, who would welcome to warm me up. You know what I mean? Like, I would find it funny and silly but I wouldn't want to actually like make them upset over this fact. You know what I mean? I would want to be with someone who would want to be like, oh, your hands are cold, here, let me warm them up. Or like, oh, your feet are cold, like let me warm that up for you. Foot guy's going nuts over this concept. No, not even in a foot fetishy way. Just like in the I'm cold, warm me up, okay? Goes to bed with her curlers in her hair or with lots of face cream? No, I don't give a fuck about that. Ask husband's opinion regarding important decisions and purchases. No, same shit as the dude where I don't ask for... I might sometimes, but like I have the final say. And like if I want to purchase something expensive for myself, I'm gonna fucking do it. I don't care. Whatever. Wears red nail polish. I don't really actually wear nail polish most of the time. I have worn red nail polish. I've also worn black nail polish. I've also worn green, blue. I've worn many colors. So I guess, middle. Toy! Hello! Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. So happy to see you. Is a good hostess even to unexpected guests? Well, I would be. You know, if someone came over, I would be a good host. I would not want them to be unexpected, but even if they were, I would make sure that they're, you know, good host. I like to think so. Question mark. I don't fucking have kids. I'm not. I've babysat before and I've put them to bed, I guess. The fuck? I'm not having children, by the way. Or like very unlikely. I would have to be super duper financially stable. And even then, I'm adopting. I'm not getting pregnant. That shit's so scary. That's so scuffed. No hate to anyone that wants kids. You know, you do you, man. Just, I'ma do me. And, no. Yeah, why not? If you want to sleep in, dude. Like, what the fuck? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put this at, like, maybe almost never, because I'm really bad at feeding myself. So if I was expected to feed somebody else, especially on a good time, in a good time frame, no, I fucking suck at this. I suck at... How am I supposed to do this? I don't even do this for myself. Like, I'll eat dinner at like 2 in the morning because I'm about to go to sleep and I go, oh shit, why does my stomach hurt really bad? Oh, I haven't eaten in fucking 12 hours. I'm stupid. Okay, let's scarf down some deli meats in the fridge light before I go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, is a backseat driver? No, not externally. When I'm in the car with somebody, I will be internally judging your driving, but I don't really tell you what to do, how to drive at all, unless you're asking me for directions, or you're like, oh, can you guide me on how to get to this place? You know, I have the navigation in my hand. I'll tell someone how to get there because they asked me to, but I'm not a backseat driver, you know? It's only like 6 months of kicking this burn doesn't come in swinging feet. I would rather die, I think. I'm good. Dresses for breakfast? Like, do I need to be... No. Is slow in coming to bed? I stay up late, yeah. No, if I was in a monogamous relationship, I'm not gonna do this. In her hose? What the fuck are we talking about here? Hello? If you're asking, like, in my sewing, sometimes my seams are crooked when I sew because I'm not, like, a pro, I guess. The fuck? I'll just put that in the middle. I mean, I'm gonna go in the middle here too. I'm not a neat freak. but I do like a general level of cleanliness. But you know, sometimes depression kicks in and you're like, oh, I've had a really rough fucking week. And the first thing I'll do when I have a really rough fucking week is I'll neglect my chores, like my household cleaning task or whatever, because to me, that's less important. I'm okay to live in a little bit of a mess if I can do my important obligations or you know, all the things that I have to do in a week, you know? So I'll put that in the middle, I guess. A brat from birth. Your mom. You just. Oh, Toy was a brat from birth. I see. I understand. You were just making like a kind of face. Like, why am I here? The fuck? Never goes to bed angry. Always makes up first. Yeah, I wouldn't want to like go to bed without fighting or like without sorting out something. But I guess sometimes people need space, you know, they need to think about something, but I wouldn't want to go home, like go to bed without, like, I don't know, maybe this, I guess. No. I've only been to church twice in my life, and it was both because I was kind of over at someone's place for Easter, and they are very religious, and I was like, oh, haha. Oh, and I once went over to my friend's house and she was like, hey, we're going to youth group tonight. And I was like, what? Okay, sure. And I went a couple times more with her because it was like, oh, free food, this is kind of awesome. But I was just sitting there going, I don't know what you're talking about, but awesome, good for you. How am I at 0%? So I'm a spectacular husband, but I'm a 0%? How did I get 0%? Did none of my answers... Were none of my answers conducive? What the fuck? How does one get 0? Surely some of them I answered like, oh yeah, I can engage in good conversation and I don't like cheat on my husband. Does that not give me any brownie points at all? How did I get 0? The no kids is probably like minus 50%. Oh, maybe they're not all equally rated. Oh. But what the fuck? Apparently, okay, I might be a 0, I might be a failure as a wife, but I'm not a failure as a waifu, okay? I would say I'm a pretty good waifu, okay? Oh my god. Okay, let's take the autism spectrum test. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? Oh my god. I should take the Omegaverse quiz. That's a great idea, Mr. Weenus. Oh my god, I'm gonna take that one after this one. Or maybe. I want to take the My Little Pony one actually. So, I'll probably take the My Little Pony one after this, and then I'll do this one. Or I mean, and then I'll do the Omegaverse test. I'm scared it's gonna say I'm an Omega. Funnily enough, it was my friend's birthday last night, and we had a birthday party, which was like a PowerPoint presentation party. So everyone got to create a PowerPoint and present it on whatever topic they wanted, as long as it was within like 15 to 30 minutes of content, right? And so and almost everyone's quizzes, there were six of us that did or not quizzes, PowerPoints. There were 6 of us that did PowerPoints. I think it was 5 of them. 5 of them brought up Yaoi. At least 4. I don't remember the exact mention, but at least 4 of them were on directly about Yaoi, and then I think 1 of them just mentioned Yaoi. And 3 of them touched on Omegaverse. So mine was on Persona 5 Yaoi. My one friend did a very great presentation like on the sociological implications of the second gender in Omegaverse, which was very, very informative and awesome. It was a great presentation, but it was so fucking funny. But I literally just got to yap about Joker X Akechi yaoi for like 30 minutes in my presentation, so that was amazing. And I convinced every single one of my friend after the fact was sold on their relationship, and they were all like, holy shit, I'm playing Persona 5 Royale right now, and you're gonna send me a fan fiction links of your favorite Joker X Akechi smut and fanfics, and you're gonna send those to me right now, and I need them biblically. And I was like, yo, I did my job, okay? So that was very fun for me. I also went last. I was the last one to present, so it was nearing the end of the night, and I was fucking hammered when I was presenting. But I feel like everyone else was also super drunk, and they were all super into it too, so it was great. Peachy is a preacher for real. Yeah, I was preaching Persona. Yeah. Sounds like a fun idea for a PowerPoint party. It was so fun. That was a great idea. It was so good. But yeah, I'm gonna take this one here. The autism spectrum encompasses a range of holy shit, I can't speak. The autism spectrum encompasses a range of neurodevelopmental conditions, all pointing to the presence of disorders such as classic autism, Asperger's, that's outdated, or Rett's. I think this one might be outdated as well, but Asperger's is definitely outdated. They're all just under autism as well now. However, there is considerable variation in the type and severity of the symptoms. Yeah. This is no longer a separate diagnosis. It is just autism now. Combines insights of several prior efforts to research the autism spectrum to bring you a single composite test measuring autism spectrum occurrences across 10 different domains. Where do you fall on the autism spectrum? For each of the following questions, indicate your level of agreement below. Okay. Again, this is probably not scientifically accurate, guys. Do not take this at face value. This is just for sillies. This is not... If you take this, this is not a diagnosis. This is not a diagnosis for me, even though we don't have to really guess. But I get temper tantrums where others cannot reach me. Temper tantrums? No. Breakdowns? Yes, but they're not like angry temper tantrums. And it was mostly when I was younger, so I guess maybe in the middle there. If you want an accurate diagnostic tool, that's the RADS. Exactly, yeah, the RADS test is the more accurate diagnostic one, and that one, I've taken that one before, and yup, it's a high, yup. Autism test, are you a VTuber or a VTuber watcher? I sometimes have compulsive thoughts about being injured or having other things bad happen to me in extremely specific ways. Yes. I get extremely vivid, like, mental, pictures and dreams just about terrible things happening to me all the time. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine, it's just fine. Social situations make me anxious. They do. If I don't know how to act in them, I do get anxious. It doesn't mean I can't handle them. I definitely, I can still, I think, know how to navigate sometimes. Sometimes I think I got it, and then apparently after the fact someone told me that that didn't land or something, and then I feel like a chud, but it does make me anxious. I just, you know, I'll just yap, and then usually that goes over well, I hope. I'm rarely worried about anything. Haha. I can't turn off the thoughts, guys. They don't fucking turn off. They don't go away. I can handle them now, but they don't fucking go away. I've always been good at sports, actually. Hee hee ha ha. Yell at people. No. I don't actually. I am extremely afraid of conflict. I would rather beat myself up and I'll take on the emotional thing, but I don't yell at people. I hate like loud yelling, so why would I want to contribute to that? But then when I'm getting like when I'm yelling at the screen, that's when I yell. When it's to myself and I'm alone, I can yell at things. But when I'm in public or around other people, I would never want to do that. Holy shit. The voices as in other people, right? Yeah, she yells at us. Yeah, I yell at you guys. I yell at you guys. That's because it's funny though. I do not like going to loud places like malls, markets, and amusement parks. I like going to those places because I think the activities that you do is fun at those places, but I don't like the loudness of them, so I wear earplugs most of the time. So I guess middle, perhaps? They're just very overloading. So like grocery stores are like my worst nightmare, but I love seeing all the shit on the shelves at the grocery store, so I refuse to order groceries. I will make myself go because I like picking up and getting the very specific brands that I like and whatever, and I like seeing all the stuff organized on the shelves. It's very, I like that. I like shopping, but I don't like the environment of shopping. So maybe in the middle. Others have told me I have problems managing my anger. I don't really get angry that often. When I was younger, I was a lot more explosive with my feelings. So here, you know, I just have, I'm not, you know, I'm not diagnosed with anything, but in terms of anger management thingies, but I was told that I have some traits of certain stuff growing up, but I don't think those apply so much anymore because I got a handle on myself. My emotions are in check, especially anger. I don't really get angry very often. That's like not one of the main emotions that I feel. I dislike talking to people I don't know. It depends on what context. Sometimes it can be fun though, if they want to talk about stuff that I like. So here, but it's also very stressful. So, you know, I would prefer to talk to people I know a lot of the time. But you know, whenever a new chatter comes in, I don't technically know you guys yet, but I love talking to you guys. So I don't know. I often bump into things or trip over my own feet. Yep. I don't think I ever go through life without having a bruise on me. Like, just from random bruises from bumping into shit, or like, I don't even know where they come from sometimes. I have bruises all over me, at least one at all times, because I'm just so fucking clumsy. Like, I literally have butterfingers. Like, I'll just throw things because I'll try to pick it up, and then like the velocity of me moving my arm or whatever, but I'm not actually holding onto it properly or something. I don't fucking know. You finished the test? How did you score, Mr. Venus? I have trouble understanding what people mean when they say they feel happy for someone else. No, I feel like, you know, one of the things that I don't really, like one of the symptoms or the things that I don't really relate to in terms of autism is like, empathy. I have a very high level of empathy, but only like, you know, mainly towards those that I know. I find it really hard to connect with, like, you know, if a stranger online is like, I just see like a post of something tragic happening to somebody, I don't really feel like sad. Like, I can't really emotionally connect with that. But then like the people that I hold really like close to my chest, and those that are like I'm like, I know, like actually know and have interacted with, then I care about those people and I feel very emotionally strongly towards them, almost to my own detriment sometimes. So I do understand how to be happy for someone else, because like I'm happy for my friends all the time. I want them to be succeeding. Talk to my friends at a party the same way I would talk to my coworkers. No. No. There's professional Peachy, and then there's friend Peachy. Professional Peachy, I'm kind of checked out, and that's a different personality. Close to her chest, huh? Yep. It's funny, we actually haven't had a titty toggle yet today. Isn't that surprising, guys? Watch, you're gonna get one here in the next 5 seconds, just because I said that. You scored a 132 on the rads. Okay, yeah, literally. Did I not just call it? I literally just called it. Fucking hell. Boobies. I don't remember what I scored on the rads. I wonder if I have a screenshot of it. Let me check. RAADS. How do I see the overall? Oh, this was just like a one little screen cap. I haven't taken that in a long time. Maybe one day I'll take it on stream. Drink water. Drink water. Okay, 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 okay. Boobies, boobies, boobies. Water. It's sparkling water, but still. It's water. It's water! Your autism results are in my DMs. Okay, I'll look at it after I finish because I don't want to spoil myself on like what the 10 different segments are because I don't actually know yet. But yeah, no, I talk to my friends very differently. Others say I speak too loudly or too softly. When I was a kid, definitely. And sometimes I still, if you get me talking about something and I'm really passionate about, I don't like think about how I'm presenting myself anymore, and I'm kind of lost in the moment. So yeah. But I feel like, you know, I've learned how that, like, how I'm perceived sometimes, and I really care about that. So I'll spend mental energy on making sure that I'm like good in public and not speaking in a way that's like overwhelming, you know what I mean? The Raz test sounds pretty rad. You haven't heard of the Raz test before? You're probably taking it after stream. Yeah. It's a super super in-depth autism test actually. Maybe I'll take it on stream sometime. But yeah. I know my score it was not like the highest you could get, obviously, but it was definitely way past the threshold where they're like, there's no neurotypical people that have ever scored like below this number. And I was like, oh, awesome. Yes, they scare the shit out of me. I'm so afraid of thunder. I fucking hate it. I don't like the noise. I hate it. So, yep, nope. The threshold is 65. Woof. 139. That's pretty high. Others told me that I have repetitive bodily movements. Oh, like, yeah, I'm always fucking moving. Do you hate fireworks? I think fireworks are pretty. I think they're very pretty. I love looking at them, and I'm okay with them if I have earplugs in and I'm watching them like outside. I'm okay with them. I don't like it when I'm not expecting them. Like sometimes I'll hear fireworks from out my window and I jump because I don't like it because I wasn't expecting it. So the noise doesn't bother me if I'm expecting it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm watching fireworks, I'm like, okay, every single time this little thing goes up in the air, it's gonna make a boom noise. So it's like, okay, it's fine. I'll just, you know, have my earplugs in and I know it's gonna happen. But if it's unexpected, I don't like it. I remember the thunder. You were so worried about me. Yeah, I was not it. I was very scared. I did not like it. I felt so bad that I had to end stream because I was just like sitting here literally like shivering because I was so no. But yes, I it's called stimming and I do it. And you know, people tell me that I'm being rude in conversations even though I think I'm being polite. Not so much anymore because this happened to me sometimes when I was a kid, and then I like learned how the proper polite way of things is to do. So I think I'm a lot better on this front actually. But it took me a while to learn, and I'm lucky because I can attribute to like my mom. I was thrust into a lot of social situations that at the time when I was a child I was kind of uncomfortable, but so I just kind of had to like figure it out, kind of thrown off the deep end, especially talking with adults and stuff like that, like a lot as a kid. I found it harder to talk to my peers than I did adults, but you know, I learned very quickly how is expected of me to speak in the world in different contexts at a very young age, which I'm thankful for, even though it was stressful at the time, but it made me a better conversationalist now growing up. Alexander, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hi. Even when I'm paying attention in conversations, I do not necessarily look into the eyes of the speaker. I mean, like, I try to. I like to think. But definitely not always. And when I'm at work and I'm, like, going through transactions and stuff like that, I'm definitely, like... I'm like, oh shit, I was not looking at that person at all the entire time. I was like looking down at the computer or something. But if I'm remembering, I'll like look up at least once so I can be like, yes, I looked at them. Yay. So I guess in the middle. I speak like a robot? No. Look into the eyes of the speaker. I never break eye contact. You can't let them dominate. That would freak me out if someone was just like... No. And no, I don't speak like a robot. I think I'm pretty emotive, actually. Expressions like raining cats and dogs and feeling like $1,000,000 are confusing to me. Well, no, because I know what metaphors are. And I know what similes are because I love English, and I think English is really fascinating, and the English language is actually really diverse, and the way that you can express the same thing in like 50 different ways is actually really fucking cool. And metaphors are like, you know, if I didn't know what raining cats and dogs meant, it would not make sense to me just looking at it. Like I probably wouldn't be able to figure out what the fuck raining cats and dogs meant. Because if I didn't know what it meant, it would be confusing, obviously, because how are you supposed to ascribe what the fuck raining cats and dogs means if you don't know it's raining very heavily? Like, where did that come from, right? But I know what it is, because I've studied, like, metaphors and things like that, so obviously I know what that means, so no, I don't think they're confusing, because I know what they are, right? When watching the movies, I not usually look at the eyes of the actors. What? I don't think I've ever thought about this in my life. I don't know if I do or not. I know I've sometimes looked into, like, look at actors' eyes in movies and stuff like that because I want to see, like, the color of their eyes, because I think eye colors are really pretty sometimes. I guess in the middle again. At parties or other social gatherings, I will usually stand in corners or close to a wall. I mean, it depends on how much energy I have. If it's a party where I don't know anybody, yes, I will kind of find one person and then stay in the off to the side. I don't need to be in the middle. But if I know everybody there, then it's a little bit, it's easier. And it just depends on the kind of energy I have. If I have less energy to be putting into, you know, pushing myself to be more social, then I'm not gonna, and I'll just whatever. But also at parties and social gatherings, like, I think what they're talking about, like at parties for sure, I'm getting drunk, and when I'm drunk I don't care anymore. So I maybe in the middle, I guess. It depends. Strings of numbers such as dates or license plates. Okay, well, I feel like this is similar to like asking like if you like statistics or you like certain like things. Strings of numbers. Okay, does that count as my statistics, like my gooning stats? Because like I think I do really like seeing the stats in my spreadsheets, and then like, you know, when I used to have like a fanfic spreadsheet, I would like count how many words I read and like how many hours I've spent reading, and like, you know, how many days I've read, how many fanfictions of different like fandoms I've read, which different ratings they have, and like I like seeing those numbers. Is that, yes, that counts. Okay. Be set by feelings of sadness. Okay, maybe, like, dude, like, well, yeah, what about it, huh? Well, what about it, huh? What about it? I have depression, it's fine. I'm better at it, so, like, you know, it's not as bad anymore. I can handle it, but sometimes you just go through feeling, not even sadness, just like numbness sometimes. You just gotta get through it. But, like, sure, man. Did I not just say that I had a whole presentation last night where I was literally just talking about Persona 5? Yeah, okay, sure. Yep. Certain routines or habits I feel I must follow. Hee. I just like doing things the same way every time because that is what I know. Having spreadsheets for fun is a dead giveaway of autism. I have many a spreadsheets for many different things. And I like looking at their the numbers because something I would love, you know, is when you're in a video game, right? You have like the stats on your life, right? You know, like how many, you know, like a simple one is how many times you've died in a video game or something like that. Obviously, in real life, I don't want to know how many times I've fucking died because I would hope I would still be alive. But, you know, I would like to know like how many steps I've taken in total in my life. How many breaths have I taken? How many kilometers have I traveled, you know, on foot or in a vehicle, or, you know, how many hours I've spent like doing one thing or another, right? Like I want a stat sheet, and I would love to be able to access it at any time, but I really hope that when I die, there's gonna be something like that's gonna like just pop into my head before I finally kick the bucket or something, because that would be so fucking cool, you know what I mean? I want like a stats sheet for my life. I literally had to deal with this not yesterday, the day before on Thursday when I worked, because we were putting up balloons and I was the one that was tasked with blowing up all the balloons because my manager has like asthma really bad, and she's like, I can't fucking do this and we don't have helium, so we're just gonna blow them up in balloon, blow them up, you'll have to do them. And I was like, sure man, I don't mind, it's fun. But I was like, do you mind if I don't fill them up all the way? Like, do you mind if I leave them like a little bit, like not the fullest balloon you could ever do? Because I was like, I'm really worried about if these pop, and I was like, I don't want these to pop, and I'm gonna feel really stressed out if they do. So like, I will literally jump if any of these pop. So please pray that they don't. So yes. That was stressing me out literally 2 days ago. When I get angry, I calm down faster than most people. Yeah, when I do get angry, I can calm myself down pretty quickly. It like, honestly, my emotions can sometimes be like really intense in the moment, and then the next second I'm like, oh, actually I'm fine. That was a lot. So maybe. Whoa, somebody got peachy breath balloons. Okay, we didn't sell them. They were just to decorate. But yeah. Peachy is an actual cat? What do you mean? How am I an actual cat? I almost always carry some special object in my purse or wallet that provides me with a sense of security, comfort, or control. Okay, what are we counting? What are we counting as this? Cause I don't carry an object like per se in my purse. But I get stressed out if I leave my house without my hair tie on my wrist. Like the specific kind of like not just like a regular elasticy hair tie, or not like a scrunchie or something like that. It's a specific one that's kind of like coily pattern. And I like to stim with that one, but it's a socially acceptable stim for me to be playing with my hair tie on my wrist. You know what I mean? And it can look like a fashion accessory on purpose, but I really just like taking it off and using it to fidget in my hand. And when I don't wear it out, I'm usually wearing some other type of bracelet that I can fidget with instead. But the best one is my hair tie. Does that count? Maybe. I'm assuming probably yes, that counts. I follow a set schedule closely, and tend to avoid unfamiliar things. No, actually, like, you know, I don't need it to be routinely at this hour. I need to do XYZ thing. And, you know, like every day looks different to me, but I would, you know, if I have like things to do that day, I'm gonna follow them. And the routine, but it's like, and I do like unfamiliar things because I like trying new stuff. I'm never gonna say no to new stuff if I want to try it. How am I supposed to know if I don't like it if I don't try it all the time? And you know, that gives me an opportunity to learn and grow and be able to like learn how to do other things or other social situations. I mean, sure, it's gonna bring me a bunch of anxiety, but like, I'm still gonna do it, even though you can still be really anxious about something, but still like doing it. So, as a child, I put most of the pressure on the front of my feet when walking. No, I don't think so. I would actually, I would like drag my heels all the time, and it would piss my dad off because he would always yell at me to stop dragging my heels because I would wear through my shoes so quickly. So I didn't walk properly, but I don't think I was on the tippy toes. I do this as an adult, man. Echolalia, which by the way is a cool fucking word. Echolalia is such a fun word, but I do it all the time. You know, someone says something in a way, I'll repeat it back to them. Sometimes people don't like that, and then I feel bad, because they think I'm mocking them, but really it's not mocking. It's actually because I like how they said it, and so I'm trying to repeat it. Or they said a word that I really like, and then I'm gonna say it again. But not just as a child. I still fucking do this, man. Nah. Like, I don't avoid it. And I know it's important. Being away from home for extended periods of time. I mean, it doesn't frighten me, but it can be uncomfortable, like if I'm away for a really long time, but it's not frightening. Drink water. Okay. Thank you. Hee-hee-ha. We really do need a peachy sip emote, don't we? Like a gulp. Can you read all the questions aloud? It's hard to read on my phone screen. Okay, I'll try to do that. When I'm having a conversation with someone, I prefer to look at the wall, at their shoes, or somewhere other than their eyes. I mean, like, it depends, again. It's not like a fully disagree. Yeah, like in the middle. Because, like, again, I have to sometimes remind myself that I should look into their eyes, but, like, you know, not like I prefer it one way or the other all the time. Lately, overall, not unhappy, just like, you know, I'm not jumping for joy at every moment. So I guess in the middle, like I said, I'm not explicitly unhappy. Sometimes I'm just numb and going through the motions, but you know, you feel irritated and or angry when I have to navigate uncertain situations. I don't get angry. No. Sometimes it's irritating if I'm thrust into something where I didn't know that it was gonna be uncertain, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I didn't know I had to dedicate mental energy to this at the moment. But I'm not angry. I'm almost always in the same neutral or flat. Okay, this is where I can say yes, agree. Yes, yes, yes. But again, not always. Just a lot of the time. But then I have moments of, like, you know, like right now I'm having a jolly good time. This was pretty awesome. I love streaming and talking with you guys, and this is very fun for me, so. Stressful? Not particularly. It's just like I have to remember sometimes, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't do that. No. I'm happy right now. I do shrimp up quite a bit, and I sit in my chair like a dum-dum. So, yes. The flat moon reminds me of Exhibit, always so stoic. Yeah, true. It's funny because he isn't always like that either. He's just more like that is his VTuber persona especially. But I mean, you know, I also know him as a friend, so it's easier to say that that I've seen him in a lot more expressive nature than when he displays as his persona. Shrimp? Yeah, I shrimp up. I be shrimping. Exhibit to be monotone. Sometimes he slips up, which I like. Yeah. I literally just did like a 30-minute presentation last night about specifically the yaoi of my two favorite characters in Persona 5, and I gave proof, and I gave very strong evidence, and I had a list of quotes and instances that proved their gay relationship. Yes, I feel like this is very on par. No. I like having autonomy and being able to do stuff on my own. Teach you write a yaoi fic. To say I haven't. No, actually most of the fanfictions I've written before are self-inserts because I'm like, I want to be in this world so badly, so I'm gonna write myself into it. I should stop reading them already? No, I just read it, didn't I? Oh, that one I didn't read because that one was sorry, Baki. I accumulate lots of facts and subjects and topics that interest me. I put strongly agree for that one. I find it difficult to make decisions or act without guidance from others. I said no. I have to go now. Have a fun stream. Okay, Holly. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here while you were. Lots of love to you. Lily, hi, hello, how are you doing? Welcome on in, so happy to see you. I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others. Most of the time, yes. I love doing things with my friends, don't get me wrong, but I also do just love playing games on my own and being alone and all of those things. Yes, definitely. But I do have like a couple favorite people that I enjoy doing things with quite a bit, but you know, most of the time on my own. Yeah. I often rock myself or fiddle with my hands to feel better. Well, I'm literally fidgeting with my hands right now. You know what? That's why it's also nice that I'm not like a face cam streamer or anything like that, because you don't have to see all the moving around that I'm doing. You just get to benefit from it because I'm like puppeting my VTuber with my face, but like my hands at all time. I'm so happy I don't have hand tracking and I'm not expected to use my hands to speak when I'm VTubing or anything like that, because I'm always preoccupied. I'm always fucking bouncing around. I'm like my leg is constantly bouncing. I'm moving in my chair all the time, which is very conducive to VTubing, which is great because it makes me more like expressive and emotive and things like that. And I move around a lot, but like, people have told me that I make repetitive, strange noises and repeat certain words out of context. Okay, yes, sometimes. Okay, so sometimes I just have a certain thing that I like to say, and I like to. Whatever, man. Yes, I am. I am very sensitive to noise. Yes, I am. It is hard for me to sit still without tapping or fidgeting. I was literally just talking about... Whatever. I strongly agree. I enjoy parties. Sometimes. In moderation, I do enjoy them, yes. Cannot stand certain sounds such as those made by vacuum cleaner, drums, and or busy traffic. I can stand them. It just, I don't always like them, but I can stand them. So I can't not stand. No, it's fine. Okay. Poor eye contact. Abnormal posture, anxiety, social difficulty, noise sensitivity, abnormal flat speech, fixations pretty high, tics and fidgets. Well, fuck. My depression is a lot better nowadays, okay? If I had taken this test, right, like 4 years ago, holy shit, I would be so high up on this one. But I am, you know, I'm on my redemption arc, you know? My mental health has probably been the best it's ever been in my life. And that's saying something, so, you know? And I feel like, honestly, you know, not to get sappy or anything like that, but you guys have definitely, like, contributed to me having something consistent that makes me really happy. And so thank you guys so much for being in my life. I'm very, very much appreciative. And again, let's get too sappy, but you know, I like you guys quite a bit. I love you guys, actually. And you bring me a lot of great joy in my life, so thank you. I appreciate it. My mental health is better now. Yeah. I had some rough teen and early adulthood years. Life was not too kind to me, but we're picking it up. We're getting better. We're handling things a lot better now. I would have not been able to handle all that I do nowadays if I was not in a better place. So I'm very lucky that I've kind of got it together, I would say, in a lot of ways. But yeah. Yeah, these all make very much sense. But yeah, my aggression is like very low on all of this, but I'd say this is pretty accurate, you know? All right. I want to take the My Little Pony one. And then next, what was the one that was suggested for me to take? Oh, the Omegaverse. Yeah, I'll do that one. I'll do that one after this one. But I really want to take the My Little Pony test. 35 questions for My Little Pony. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, maybe we'll have to speedrun some of these, okay? Gulp. Aggression is too low indeed. Show the test your Cuphead streams. Listen. I don't even have anything to retort to say. Peachy, are we doing the same site on all these tests? Yeah, most of these tests are all on the same site because it's easy. This is a test that has a site that has a shit ton of tests on it. But the Omegaverse test I don't think is on this one, so I'll pull it up on another one. But yeah, question one. I'll kind of speed run some of these because this is a lot for fucking My Little Pony. Hello. I enjoy silly surprises and bringing smiles to my friends. I don't like surprises that much, but sometimes they're nice. If they're good surprises, then I like them. Just not like ones that are overwhelming. You have to know me and do good surprises. But I like bringing smiles to my friend's face. Yep. I have a playful side and love a good laugh. Yes, I like to think so. I'm honest and always tell the truth, even when it's hard. Yes, I think that this is a good thing that you should do. Not always. Sometimes you do have to white lie. But I would never do that to those that I care about and those like important things. You know what I mean? I'd probably hit agree all the way. Actually, I'm not a big fan of not being brutally honest. Sometimes it's gotten me in trouble though. People are like, "Oh my god, you're brutally honest." Last tech I took came back positive, so you don't like tests anymore. Yeah, Moxie, what was that test for, huh? What was that test for? Are you pregnant again, Moxie? I love reading books and learning new things every day. Every day? No. But I do love to read, so yes. I'm super loyal and would do anything for my friends. Yes, sometimes even to my own fucking detriment. It's... I dream of big adventures and being a hero someday. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to be a main character. In like a hero story, I'm okay. I'm not gonna save the world. It's okay. I just want to make a difference on a small scale to those that I care about. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not gonna save the world, at least I can make a couple people's lives better by being in it. You know what I mean? He's pregnant. You're very pregnate. Pregante. I enjoy the outdoors and simple beauty of nature. Yeah, I do. I love outdoors. I unfortunately do enjoy touching grass, but I also very much like being inside a lot too. So I agree. I'll put agree. I'm loyal and stick by my friends through thick and thin. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Unless you like royally fuck me over and over and over and over and over and over, I give way too many chances. I give way too many chances to people, and I will stay with them until it, like, I literally can't take it anymore. So, yep, I'm very, very loyal in that sense. Find joy in a job well done and a warm, cozy evening. Yeah. If I did something really well and then I just get to relax afterwards, that sounds great. Holy shit. I'm always ready to listen and offer a gentle hug. Hug? I'm gonna go in the middle with this one because sometimes I just don't have the emotional bandwidth, you know, to like take on other people's things, and I really try to sometimes, but sometimes it's just too much for me if I've got a lot going on. But I'm always like want to be there for my friends, you know? So I'm in the middle, and I don't always like hugging people, so. I enjoy helping my friends solve problems with a smile. I mean, I do like helping solve my friends' problems and, you know, being able to, I've always kind of been the therapist friend, I suppose. So yeah, I think so. You're getting the fire hose? Why are you getting the fire hose, Nate? What happened? I'm small but brave and I love helping my friends. I do love helping my friends. I'm not small. I'm 5'8", but sure, man. I'm quiet and shy, but I open up with my closest friends. No. I feel happiest when everything around me sparkles. What the fuck does this mean? I guess in the middle, because like I don't need everything to be sparkly, but I do really like pretty lights. All of my setup all has like lights and stuff like that, and I love my collections when they look really good. So maybe. There's no problem a big hug can't fix. No, there's definitely problems that a hug can't fix, dude. No, definitely. I believe every creature deserves love and kindness. Yes? A creature? I mean, I'm not looking at an ant and going, wow, I feel really bad for stepping on you. So, but like most things, yes. I think. Perhaps. I mean, I don't think you should be like mean to anything on purpose. That's like weird, but like, you know, hugged your auntie's fish with cancer and it was cured. Yeah. I think every day is better with a little song and dance. I like music and I like dancing, but I'm not doing that shit every day. I'm not singing every single day, but you know, days are made better when I can listen to music and stuff. I get that. Yeah. ALM, Ant Lives Matter. That's funny. I love throwing parties and making every pony laugh. I don't like throwing parties, actually. I would rather be an attendee rather than a planner. I think being an event planner would just stress me out way too much because I'm too much of a perfectionist. I would need everything to go to a T, and no. I love showing off my skills and making every pony cheer. I mean, does streaming count? But most of the time it's like laughing at me. I'm not very skillful in these things, but I guess so. Maybe agree to a degree. I think perhaps yes. I'm always ready. I'm not always ready. I'm not always ready for it. I'm not ready for it. I need to ready myself for it. I do enjoy fun challenges and big adventures, but I'm not like prepped and ready, like, oh, tomorrow I'm going on this crazy fucking trip or what. No. I need time to prepare and plan. I love making things beautiful, from clothes to decorations. I do love things looking aesthetic. This is true. My house is very meticulously decorated. I like planning my outfits out very, very specifically. I like doing my makeup a very specific way that I think looks good, and I like you know, drawing and making things look nice and embellishing and having it all neat. So yeah, definitely. Feel happiest when I'm surrounded by my loved ones. Yeah, I'll put that in the middle because I do feel really happy when I'm around my friends, but I can also feel as happy individually. So I enjoy being part of a team and making others smile. I do like making others smile. Being part of a team sometimes is nice. I think I enjoyed it more when I was younger. I'm a little bit more individualistic, I think, nowadays, but definitely like making people smile for sure. I love making you guys laugh and smile, so I'm happy that I'm capable of doing that. I love moving fast and feeling the wind in my hair. A little bit. Not a complete disagree. One thing that I actually hate is when you're in the car and then you're like, the windows down and then it's like, you know, and the wind going by, it's like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like that's so loud and annoying, and then your hair blows in your face and it's sensory nightmare. So but I do like going fast. I like feeling fast, like in sports and racing and stuff like that. That's super fun. But I'm a dependable friend who's always there to help out. I try. I think so. I think I'm pretty dependable. I hope. I try really hard, but obviously sometimes I'm just incapable because I have too much of my own stuff going on, but I feel like I'm pretty communicative of that to people, so I wouldn't like do something or push myself or like, you know, I wouldn't like, I don't like saying yes to something if I can't actually do it, you know what I mean? I like organizing things and making plans for fun adventures. Yes, I like making plans for adventures. Yes, I like planning things. Your friendly neighborhood spider, Peach? Yes, that's me! Holy shit, I love Spider-Man so much. I fucking love Spider-Man. I adore animals and love taking care of them. I adore animals. I don't particularly love the taking care of them aspect of it, but I love animals a lot. So I guess in the middle. But you know, like feeding a dog doesn't bring me like joy. It's like, well, no, they're reliant on me. I have to feed this dog, you know what I mean? It's not like a yippee! I love working hard and spending time with my family. I mean, sometimes. I'll put in the middle. Andrew Garfield played her favorite Spider-Man. You remembered, Bucky! Yeah, Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man. Yeah, I love that. That one is so good. He's my favorite Spider-Man. But I'll put in the middle. I have a big heart and love giving thoughtful gifts. Again, also in the middle. I do like giving gifts to people and making them feel appreciated. I'll actually put it more in a green, because you know, if I'm, again, it's not just for everyone, but those that are like really close to me. If I see something that I think they'd really like or whatever, and I'm in a financial place that I'm able to get it for them or stuff, I like doing that on occasion. I believe kindness and generosity makes the world prettier. Yeah, definitely does. I think more people should be nicer. I think everyone should be a little bit kinder to each other and a little bit more understanding of where everyone's coming from. But yeah, don't you hate it when your mustache has food flavor residue? Ugh, I don't even want to picture that, actually. I believe friendship is a special kind of magic. I would say so. Magical? Not always, but friendship is pretty awesome, to be honest. I'm full of energy and always bouncing with excitement. No, I'm actually pretty tired most of the time, to be honest. But I'm really good at faking it. I'm super energetic at my job. I dream big and believe I can achieve anything I set my mind to. Yes, I like to think so, even though self-doubt likes to creep in sometimes, but I'm gonna try my best, you know what I mean? And this is part of my positive mental health outlook. I can do whatever I want. There's nothing I can't do, you know what I mean? If I really want to, I just have to put in the work and do it. And I'm capable of that, I hope. I enjoy sharing my talents and helping my friends shine. Ooh, yeah, am I getting kind of sleepy? Maybe. Sharing my talents and helping my friends shine? I mean, I hope so. I like to think so. Good, Clara. Oh, hi, welcome on in. Hello. Yippee! Hope you're doing well. Happy to see you. You know, you lick it and it's a bit salty or sweet like sugar, donut, or some fries. I don't have a mustache, so no, I don't know. I enjoy peaceful moments surrounded by nature's beauty. Sometimes. I'll put that in the middle. Oh my god, wait, why the fuck did you guys call it? I am most like Rarity. That's really funny, holy shit. I'm actually so mad because my favorite of the main 6 is Rainbow Dash. I thought she was so fucking cool as a kid. She was my favorite of the main 6. I'm actually kind of mad that Applejack is my number 2 highest one because she is probably my least favorite from the main 6. Wow. But, oh my god. Not adventurous enough for Dashi. Yeah, true. Dashi is pretty... She is definitely a lot more rough and tough and like go get him all the time, ready for that. I played a little bit more safe. I definitely approach problems probably more from a Twilight Sparkle or a Rarity kind of perspective. That's true. That's true. But I still have a Rainbow Dash shirt that I don't wear outside anymore because it's like a little bit small on me, but I wear it for like a sleeping shirt because I really like how it feels and I think it's really, really cute. Spike? Yeah, I got 70% for Spike. Spike is pretty cute. I like Spike. Applejack can get it. But yeah, I loved Rainbow Dash so much. I loved Rainbow Dash. It needs to be about 20% cooler. Like I would repeat that all the fucking time. It's crazy. Nerdy, loyal, and girly. Yep, those top 3 are accurate. True. The stream has so many memorable moments. 0% 1929 wife. That's so fucking funny though. That was actually so funny. Rarity is a generous and stylish pony with a flair for fashion and creativity. She loves making things beautiful, from dazzling dresses to sparkling decorations, and sharing her gifts with others. Rarity's kind heart shines as brightly as her dazzling designs, and she's always ready to give a thoughtful gift or a warm compliment. With her elegant mane and sparkling eyes, she believes kindness and generosity make the world a prettier place. Rarity's sweet spirit and artistic touch brings a little magic to every pony around her. Okay, yeah, that's pretty accurate, to be honest. That's pretty spot on. Let me bring up the Omegaverse quiz. Yeah, this is the one, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Quotive quiz. There we go. Okay, does that show all of the... There we go. Perfect. Let me just organize my tabs here. Where is my tab? There it is. I mean, do you have the cosplay? So I guess so? Huh? What do you mean? Sorry. Nate, what do you mean by that? Do I have a Rainbow Dash cosplay? I fucking wish I did. Lily, oh, you're gonna go eat? Okay, no worries. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening if I end up in stream before you're back, but otherwise I hope you enjoy your food and we'll see you in a little bit. I'm probably gonna stream for like maybe another 30 minutes at the end. For Rarity because of the clothes. Oh, do I have a Rarity cosplay? I don't have anything specifically to her. But yeah. Okay, what is my ideal partner? Okay, this is I can do cuddly, motherly, obedient, funny, submissive, tender, assertive, protective, easily flustered, independent, or social. Well, why do I have to pick one? What if I like a lot of these traits, huh? What if I like a lot of these traits, huh? Well, I would say, I guess out of all of these, I would want them to be tender. Like, I want them to be nice people, you know what I mean? Like, I would like them to be, they don't need to be cuddly, but I don't need them to be motherly. Obedient? No. Funny? Yes, I would love them to be funny. Submissive? I don't care. Tender, I feel like, is a big thing, you know, that encompasses a lot of things. Assertive? I don't need them to be necessarily so. But maybe, like, you know, if you're assertive in what you like or your wants and things like that, that's important in my mind. Protective? Yeah, that can be nice. That can be nice too. It's not the most important thing maybe for me. Easily flustered? I think this is really cute, but it's not the most important aspect of me, is like, or not me, but of a partner. What the fuck? I feel like independent is a pretty important thing, but it's not like, I don't know. It's not, I guess, the most important. I just feel like you should have an aspect of this. Social? I mean, again, I would like you to have an aspect of that, but it doesn't even be your whole being. I wouldn't want to be with someone who's so overly social. Being able to talk to somebody is a good thing, at least. It's motherly, I know this answer. No, I don't need, my ideal partner is not someone that's motherly, Moxie. I'll put tender, Yeah, Nate, I'll put tender. Sure. Where would you go for a first date? Picnic, movies and dinner, nighttime hike, fuck no. Bowling, that sounds fun. Clubbing, fuck no. For a first date, fuck no. Aquarium/zoo for a first date, no. Their house, no. My house, no. For a first date, where's coffee? Where's like coffee? Picnic seems fun, but again, I would prefer to do that with someone that I know better, not a first date. I guess it's between these two. These two are fun. Aquarium is the correct answer for first date. No, because I love the aquarium so much. I want to go with someone I'm already dating or something. I want to go there for a first date. Unless it's like someone with like a friend. If I'm going on a first date with a friend. But if I'm going on a first date with a stranger, I want to go, you know, what if I don't like being around them? You know what I mean? And they don't have the right vibes for me to nerd out about fish and look at the zoo animals and shit like that. Bowling sounds fun though. I do like bowling. Go on a bowling date, they might have other fun stuff. Yeah, I fuck with bowling. You're doing a Kahoot with a group and your partner. Do you let them win? Fuck no. Absolutely. I'm an idiot. They'd win anyways. Bro, we need to work on a stealth talk here. No, I'll kick their ass into next Tuesday. I don't see why not. If it makes them happy, I will. Them winning is disrespectful to me. I'm not, okay. I'm not gonna kick their ass into next Tuesday, but just no. No. You ask someone out on a date. Do you pay? If I asked them out? Okay, this is the thing. I don't usually ask people out on a date. That's not the typical thing. But if I ask somebody out, I'm paying for them because I'm asking them to come with me to something. So yes. Yes. Of course. If I'm asking them out, yes. I think whoever asks the person out should probably... but I don't usually pay on dates. So I feel conflicted. Half and half? Well, again, every time I've asked somebody out, I've paid. But I can probably count on one hand how many times I've asked somebody out on a date, because usually it's the reverse, because I wait for them to ask me out. I asked somebody out, so I'm paying. Yes, absolutely. Of course. These are the same fucking answers, but I like the heart. How do you spend your free time? Reading fan fiction? Okay, true. Writing, drawing, anything artistic, really. Sometimes, yep. Hands-on activities, no. Just being active, hiking, swimming, okay, but sometimes. Cooking, no. Listen to music, yes. I do listen to a lot of music. Spending time with my friends, sometimes. What if I do a lot of these things, huh? What if I do a lot of these things? What about that, PG, could you please ask me to ask you out? It'll let me pay, please. Moxie, you're so fucking submissive. You need me to ask you to ask me out. It's pretty pathetic. Moxie, you should ask me out though. Totally. Hehehehe. Hands-on activities, just work. I guess I'll just put listening to music because that's the thing I do the most often out of all of these. Like, because all of these I do all the time. Like, or not all the time, but I do these some of the time. But I guess I listen to music all the time, so sure. When you play open world games, Minecraft, Terraria, what do you enjoy doing? I do like mining. I love exploring. I like take other people's stuff for fun. No. Building, I do love building. Flower picking, no. Farming, not particularly. Pet collecting, no. Resource hoarding, yes. PvP, sometimes. Okay, but in Minecraft, I'm down in the mines because I can blast the music and I'm getting diamonds. But I also haven't mined in a long time, so I don't even know the mining tactics anymore. I don't know. But I also love building and being creative too. And I also love exploring. Because, like, if we're talking about, like, one of my favorite games, which is EVE Online, which is a very open world, like, MMORPG, I fucking hate mining in that game because it's so monotonous, but it makes you bank. But it's so monotonous in that game, I hate it. Because you literally just sit there watching your mining laser cycle as you're in your ship. Like, it's so fucking boring. And I love exploring in EVE so much because it's in space and that's so fucking cool. And I love going through all the different wormholes and seeing all the different solar systems and all the things with it. I think that's so fun. And part of exploring in EVE is that you can do you can do like different like hacking sites, and I love hacking in that game. It's so fun for me. But then like Minecraft, I love mining in Minecraft, and I love building in Minecraft, and I love building like in like The Sims, for example. I love fucking building in The Sims. But I guess I'll do resource hoarding because I hoard my resources in every game across the board, so it's less specific to the game. Peachy yearns for the mines. Exactly. I bet you're a resource hoarder. I am. Oh, Unknowns redeemed some 5-minute titties. Boing. There you go. But yeah, I guess resource hoarding. Can this go away? Okay, thank you. Peachy, would you let me take you out for some endless soup, salad, and breadsticks at Olive Garden? I'm actually begging here. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. I would fuck up some breadsticks right now. I am actually so hungry. I think that, you know, I might not stream for that much longer because, my stomach is starting to hurt, because it's been like 12 hours since I ate again. Because I had to go to work! And then I had got home from work and I just went straight into streaming. But, you know, it's fine. Next question over. What is your favorite color? Natural colors like earthly browns and greens. Any cool color except for neons. Jewel tones. Pastels. Black, maybe with an accent color. Neons. Warm colors. I like green. Okay, this is weird. Are we talking about like color to wear? Or color in general? Because my favorite color is green, like ever. But in terms of palette, black. So I think I'm gonna go with black because that's like my favorite color to wear, and like with an accent color, you know, like red or something like that. Yeah, it is. So I guess I like green is my favorite though. So it's asking my favorite color overall, not my favorite to wear. So I'm gonna put green because that's my favorite color. You're a goth, Peachy? Oh, I'm not goth. I'm just alternative. I feel like calling myself goth is like a disgrace to the amazing goth subcultures because I'm just like alternative. If anything, I would fall more into like the mall goth kind of things with some of my outfits, but I don't really stick to a specific subgenre of like any sort of alternative like group or fashion. I honestly like I listen to a lot of music from many different subcultures, and I dress in a way that kind of borrows from a lot of them, so I don't really shoehorn myself into one or the other. But I just call myself alternative overall. I don't know. You guys have seen my outfits that I've posted on in my selfies channel, my outfit pics sometimes, so they're more alternative, I would say, but definitely not like too out there all the time. I wish, but you know, I don't have the energy to do that all the time, so. Anyways, you find out your friends have a group chat excluding you. What do you do? Immediate violence? No. What friends? They aren't mine. Okay, no. Ignore it. People can do whatever they want. Talk about it with another friend group. I'm a little gossip. Cry, then cut them off. Talk it over with them. Yeah, I would probably just talk it over with them. Bro, like, all of these are so extreme. Like, you just communicate with your friends. I'd be kind of like, yo, what's up? Did I do something? Are we good? God, I love your outfit so much. Thank you, Unknown. I appreciate it. What website do you spend most of your time on? AO3, YouTube, Spotify, Discord. Yes, Discord. Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, Snapchat, movies, Pinterest, Discord. Pick your ideal superpower. Mind control, invisibility, shapeshifter, healing, super strength, pyrokinetic, kinesis, talk to animals, immortality. Mind control would be pretty cool. No, but being a shapeshifter would also be really fucking cool. They don't have the one that I would put on here though, which is teleportation. Which kind of sucks. Mind control sounds cool as fuck, but I would feel really bad about it, actually. Like, I would feel really bad about doing that. Yeah, time manipulation is a really good one. Yeah, time manipulation or like teleportation or anything like that. That would be kind of what I'd pick. But I guess out of these ones, shapeshifter is the coolest in my mind. Do you platonically flirt with your friends? Yes. It's not platonic anymore. I've been suffering for so long. God help me. I'm so torn. I'm so torn between yes, because yes, I do. But also this is really funny because like the hashtag would, you know, sometimes a hashtag would. I'll just say yes. How do you handle stress, violence, journal, art, take a walk, etc.? Cry my feelings out, abuse others about it, vent to others, ignore it. It'll go away eventually. I just have to ignore it, and it won't matter. Okay, you don't need to fucking call me out like that. I would want to say this one. I would want to say journal, art, take a walk, etc. That's the one my therapist would be happiest about. But if we're being honest, you just gotta go through it sometimes. Ignore it and you'll just go through it and then you're fine. It's okay. What is your role in a group project? I'm not reading the answers, but I can answer this. It's whatever else people needs. I do whatever needs to be done. Exactly. Yeah, I don't have a specific role. I'm the gap filler. You know, I'll do whatever needs to be done. I like to be in charge. If I need to be, sure. I do the bare minimum. No. Make sure everyone does their shit. I don't care. Just do your shit, please. Group, nobody wants. Bro, you're so sad. I do whatever needs to be done. Sure. Dogs or cats? Meow. You need to go out late at night to go to the store. It's pitch black and the streetlights are only source of light. What do you do? I simply won't go. Why the fuck am I going alone? Phone a friend. I'm scared. Who really needs food anyways? Yes, I'm buck as fuck. Yeah, just a little dark, lol. Make someone else go. Wait until morning. Yeah, just a little dark, lol. I love night. I love the nighttime. Hee hee haha. Yeah, just a little dark. You're sitting in class and your teacher is being frustrating. How do you handle it? Complain to a friend, confront them in class, complain about it, but make sure the teacher hears, yell at them and walk out more dramatically than necessary, talk to the teacher about it after class, be passive-aggressive, ignore it, give them the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I'd probably just give them the benefit of the doubt. It depends on if I, like, respect them or not. I would either ignore it or just give them the benefit of the doubt. I'd probably just give them the benefit of the doubt. If they're not always like that, I'm sure they have their reasons. What is your favorite emoticon? Where's the :3? Yes! :3. :3. Definitely :3. Meow. What country would you move to? Romania. Romania? Wow. Australia? Nope. New Zealand? Nope. Norway? Maybe. They apparently have pretty good, like, healthcare and shit. Germany? I don't know. France? Maybe. USA? Absolutely not. Mexico? Maybe. Probably not. Chad? Why would I want to go to... Why would I move to Africa? I would not. I would not. No, it's way too hot there. Jesus Christ. Kenya? No, 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 no. I do not do well in the heat. Mongolia? Mongolia is pretty cool. England? No. Antarctica? No. Out of these ones? Either Norway or France? France, I guess. What color is math? Red. It's red. Math is red. Do you like Andrew Tate? Fuck no. He is a piece of shit loser. Sorry, don't mean to get political in here, but I don't like the manosphere. Big shocker, because I'm a woman, I know. But what type of clothing do you wear most often? Hoodies all day, every day. Loose, fitty, flowing clothing. Very pretty pastel clothing. Slutty as shit on God's green earth. I want to be the most fuckable bitch at the grocery store. What the fuck is misogyny? What the fuck is misogyny? What does this mean? I would wear something else if I was more no. And like no. But yes, but no. What the fuck is misogyny clothing? I guess whatever I have and looks good. Favorite trope, there's only one bed, found families, enemies to lovers, bully to lover, miscommunication. I fucking hate that one. Megaverse. PWP. Porn with plot. That's a good one. Yandere. That's good. Hurt comfort. Yep. Okay. This one would probably be my favorite one. It's either enemies to lovers or hurt comfort. Probably hurt comfort because I like it when they go through it, but then they make up in the end, you know? You gotta put them through the ringer a little bit first, but then they fuck first afterwards, you know what I mean? Misogyny means you hate women, I think. I know what misogyny means, Nate, but what the fuck does it mean in regards to clothing? And also, Lily, welcome back! How was your food? What did you eat? Tell me everything. Which of these fanfics would you read based on the tags? Married your character tag, death, angst, hurt no comfort, found family, terminal illness. I've read something like that before. Comfort no hurt, sick fic, wing fic, tooth rotting fluff, idiots in love. Okay, that one also sounds great. Graphic depictions of violence, kidnapping, Stockholm syndrome, hurt no comfort, suicidal ideation. Strangers to lover, tattoo flower shop AU, mild angst, fluff, no beta, we die like men. Okay, I love no beta, we die like men. That one is funny as fuck. I do love this, but I like tooth rotting fluff with angst. I like the angst, but I like there to be comfort. Three sounds lit. This would actually be the least one, the one I would not read probably. Mild angst, fluff. Okay, this one probably. You're walking through a public space and see someone beating up an innocent person. It's just you three there at the moment, and the attacker looks to be more muscular than you. What do you do? Stand there indecisively and turn around. Step in and get beat up immediately. Ignore it and quickly walk past. Step in and try to make the attacker back off. I try telling off the attacker and run away when they come towards me. I join in. The baiyaQAQ probably deserves them. What the fuck? Well, I would call the police. But I'm not gonna put myself in harm's way because that's not gonna help anything. But I wouldn't ignore it. I guess this one, and then as soon as I felt safe to, I would probably call the police, but I'm not intervening if it's a physically violent situation. What do you do if you're sick and have a prior engagement? I'm sure nobody will get sick. I go and feel guilty the whole time. I stay home and reschedule. They should be thanking me for getting my germs on them. Call it off. It's just a cold. I'll live. I stay home and reschedule. Obviously, the fuck? Someone is yelling at you for something they didn't do. How do you reply? I wait for them to get done and calmly explain what's going on. I start crying, beat them up and call them slurs, fight them. I don't reply. I start yelling back and insulting them. Well, if someone is yelling at me, I will probably start crying. I have this thing where if people raise their voice at me, or yell at me or anything, it's not, even if it's something like I deserve, I will start crying. Not because I'm trying to, you know, make them feel bad or whatever, if I genuinely deserve to be told off, but I can't handle that interaction. I will start crying. You're on the internet and have somehow managed to get yourself into an internet argument about something you're really coming to realize you're clearly wrong about. How do you handle it? Block them, admit you were wrong and apologize, double down anyways, delete your original comment so nobody realizes it was you, and live embarrassment for the rest of your life. Edit Wikipedia page to prove I'm right. Admit I'm wrong and apologize. Duh. What the hell? Okay, what does this have to do with anything? Massive loser. Friend comes up to you, how do you respond? I'm gayer, not a competition. Thank you for telling me, I'm so proud of you. LMAO, okay. You're gay? That's kinda gay, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm comfortable being friends with them. I already know, dumbass. Affectionately. Probably this one. Probably this one, to be honest. What's your favorite genre of television books? Romance, rom-com, sci-fi, action, slice of life, fantasy, historical fiction, horror. I like romance. If you're stranded on an island and only could bring one thing, what would that be? Lighter, phone, book, musical instrument, gun, Swiss Army knife. Well, this sounds useful as fuck. This seems like the most useful. But I could just phone for help. Why wouldn't I just phone for help? I'm gonna take my phone so I can phone for help. Stumble upon a dead body laid on the side of the road. Quick glance around tells you you're alone. What do? Panic? Call the cops and report it. Hide the body myself. Leave it there, it's not my problem. Call a friend and tell them. Call the cops! What the fuck? Why would anyone ever select anything except for this option? Hello? What aesthetic vibe do you fit with the most? Y2K, minimalism. Yes, alternative, yes. No, this one. Probably. What are you most afraid of? Rejection, abandonment, betrayal, loneliness, spiders, clowns, heights, a specific person, the law, death, and its inevitability. I mean, I really fucking hate spiders, but I think I'm afraid of being abandoned more than anything. I don't really... Rejection's fine. Betrayal is also really kind of fucked up. Probably abandonment. I'm afraid of people, you know, like, leaving me. I think, out of these ones. How much day do you like the most? Dusk. Where is dusk? I think dusk is beautiful. I love the sunset, and then it goes into the night. That's awesome. That's so amazing. I love dusk. You've just been invited to a potluck. Congratulations. What do you bring? I'm invited. I'm hosting a damn thing. I'm making the main course, obviously. No, I'm bringing dessert. Everyone likes dessert, right? Maybe. Bringing a side dish. I'm bringing chips. I don't know what to bring. I'm not bringing anything. I don't know what to bring. I would ask. Probably this one. I don't know what to bring. You've been supplied with a whiteboard and a whiteboard marker. What is the first thing you draw? Penis, a mogus, a person, favorite fictional character, one of yours, your friend's OCs, a flower, a heart, big titty woman, animal, monster, random inanimate object. One of my... Does that count if I draw me as Peachy? Because yes, I am drawing me. I'm drawing myself. Text your best friend, party, group chat. Right now, I'm serious. Ask them if you're a cat girl or a dog girl. Doesn't matter your gender. I'm 100% serious in this quiz. I don't need to fucking text anybody, guys. Chat, am I a cat girl or am I a dog girl? I wonder. I really fucking wonder. I wonder. Yeah, literally. Which of these images resonates with you the most? Oh, he's so tiny! Okay, Muggus. Okay. Bruh moment. Okay. Okay. Pigeon. Driving home. Penis. Yeah. I like this little kitty! Probably this one. What the fuck is this quiz? Hi! Well, now it's Mikey's turn to ask you a question. Michael Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's. What in God's name am I doing here? Where am I? Come on, Mikey. Wakey. Ask the reader a question. What? Why? What the fuck am I reading here? I'm unfollowing you on Tumblr. I'm unsubscribing. What is this? Oh my god! Yes, bestie, I love you. What the fuck is this? Girl, what the fuck? Yeah, girl, what the fuck? What am I reading? Alright, question 41 now. Really hitting big numbers here. Tell me, dear test taker, how are you feeling right now taking the quiz? This will affect your results. Pretty good. I'm excited to know my result. I'm pretty excited to know my result. Yeah, that's accurate. How do you snore based on vibes? Snork, me, honk shoe. Oh! Me. I'm a memeer. When in public reading smut fluff, can you keep your face impassive? If you don't read fic in public, this won't affect your results. Yes, for smut only. This is so true. This is so true. I can keep my face so still if I'm reading the raunchiest, fucking smuttiest, double down, dicking, you know, for fluffy shit. That's like super cute, and you know, like they're, you know, they're being all cute and romantic and stuff like that. I can't help it. I go. Which fanfiction do you use to read on AO3? Who the fuck? I'm not 15. I'm not using Wattpad. Even when I was 15, I was using fucking AO3. I'm a 12 anymore. Fanfiction.net is outdated. I'm not 30. Quotev, again, I'm not 30. Tumblr, sometimes, but AO3 is the best. Why would you ever use anything else, man? What is their favorite animal? Is Tiger in here? Yay, Tiger! Tigre. I love cats, but I like tigers specifically because they're big kitties. Oh, are you gonna make me feel old about fanfiction? Because it's true! Why do you say I'm not 30 like that? My bad! God damn it! cameras, cut the cameras, cut the cameras, cut the cameras. What the fuck? Why am I submissive Omega? Go fuck yourself, dude. No, fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Die. What does it have to say about this, huh? Welcome, test taker. Pull up a chair. Sit down, if you please. As a submissive Omega myself, I'm honored to have you as a part of the family. Here's some basic things you need to know about your second gender diagnosis. You're the second weakest link, but just be thankful you're not the first weakest. You display prominent Omega traits. You tend to like others to have control in situations and want people to take care of you. No, I can take care of situations, man. You like to ignore when bad things happen for you. Too scared to speak your mind. Okay, don't call me out on the second part there. Hey. Omegaverse Xers may call you stereotypical Omega, the one of the many fanfic feature. However, this does not determine how you act. Some submissive Omegas are brash and loud, and others are meek and quiet. When push comes to shove, you desperately want an alpha to take care of you and fix your problems. Okay, shut the fuck up. Shut up! In short, you are mentally ill. Shut up! And transgender. Okay, I'm not trans, but thank you. I don't make the rules, I just tell you the facts. Okay, bro. Should you choose to enter the workforce, we at Omegaverse Inc. have some recommendations for you. Never work with kids. True, I fucking hate kids. Look, I'm sorry, but fanfictions are wrong. You cannot be trusted around kids. You won't get bullied by them. Oh, you would get bullied by them so hard you'd cry and wouldn't know how to be friends with them. Okay, that's not true. You're hereby banned from teaching, working at daycare, at a school, babysitting, and hospital work. Yeah, I've done those before and I fucking hated them because I don't like taking care of kids. As a submissive Omega, you're most compatible with a flirty beta, dominant alpha, soft alpha, and a protective beta. Well, Hey! I am so close to being a needy beta and a soft alpha, okay? I feel like I'm not that far off in these ones. I'm still pretty switchy, okay? I'm still pretty switchy. I don't like that it's calling me needy beta. But I'm pretty close, okay? I would say I'm definitely more submissive leaning, okay? Listen. But fuck off. Hey. Cut the cameras, okay? Cut the cameras. Fuck. Get that off my screen. Get that off the screen. Shut the fuck up. Shush. Anyways, fuck off. I think I'm gonna call it there. We've been streaming for almost 3 hours, like a little over 2.5. Like it's like 2 hours 45 minutes ish. And I think it's a good place to call it because I am hungry. I am very hungry. Because I can tell my stomach hurts like a motherfucker. And that means it's slowly digesting itself. So I'm gonna go make myself some food and hum. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you all had fun. This was actually a really fun stream for me. I really enjoyed this, actually. This was kind of awesome. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to stream with Moxie today. He had stuff come up, but I'm glad I was still able to stream in general. This was pretty awesome. Thank you for all being here as always. If you're new, make sure you like and subscribe or follow if you're over on Twitch, and that you join my Discord, because that is where I very consistently announce all of my streams and things like that, when I am not consistent enough to post a stream schedule or to stick to one, because I have busy life peachy things. But I will always announce on my Discord before I go live, so make sure you keep an eye out. Yes, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. Mwah. Sleep well, okay?